Villagers wake up in the morning, like, ooh, here we go again. In their heads, they're cussing out the player's whole family tree, 18 generations deep. Why? Cause these sneaky noobs barge into the village like they own the joint, chopping down every dang tree in sight like it's a lumberjack convention. They don't give to emeralds about us villagers, nope.
Once they grab their loot, they trample our crops like they're doing the Minecraft moonwalk.
And us villagers, theft. We just gotta sigh and clean up their mess like the sad potatoes we are. Deep down, we know. Mess with these players, and it's game over for us.
To fix our busted houses, the librarian's like, yo, let's go chop some wood, fam. But then, face bomb. Guess what? Players already yeeted every tree around the village.
Only one lonely sapling left across the river, like a sad little survivor. 3 villagers see it, and they're hyped, sprinting to that tree like it's a Black Friday sale.
But boom, next second, the tree's gone poof. They look down and see 2 minor players just vibing. They strolled by and casually chopped the last tree like it's no biggie, leaving our 3 poor villagers high and dry. The farmer looks up, staring at the snowy sky.
Spotting some creepy forest over yonder.
They're out of options, so it's adventure time to get wood. They gotta yeet themselves into this spooky forest. This ain't your average oak biome, nah. It's all foggy with weird white mist everywhere.
Plus, creepy noises popping off like Hairbrain's mixtape.
Villagers ain't trying to stick around for the jump scares. They grab their wood and plan to bounce ASAP. But then, leaves start floating down the path like some haunted confetti. The spooky vibes got their spines doing the shiver dance. Even creepier. Flowers on the path light up like they're possessed glow sticks, giving off this dim, creepy yellow glow. Something ain't right, and they know it. Villagers are like, we outta here, no cap. They speedrun their steps, trying to backtrack to safety. But plot twist, they get lost in this foggy forest maze. Can't find the exit, big yikes. They stop under a tree to catch their breath. But oh!
Some children of the forest mob spawn out of nowhere. They creep up behind like sneaky creepers.
And bam, they launch a surprise attack. Villagers are shook, screaming like they saw a spider jockey. They sprint like they're on 10 cups of Minecraft coffee. But here's the kicker. All that noise wakes up even more children of the forest. Villagers start getting yoinked left and right. 5-man squad drops to 3 in, like to seconds flat, watching their bros get snatched. They're like every villager for themselves. Peace out. 2 of them finally spot the forest exit. But the children of the forest are right in their face. Weirdly enough, they grab every villager except the farmer dude. They let him go like, you're free, lil homie. Maybe their plan
is to let one dude escape to warn the others.
Stay out of our forest or else. But this farmer, he's built different. Instead of bouncing, he's like, nah, I'm too stubborn for that. Once he chills out, he sneaks back into the forest like a mad lad, swearing to save his brothers or die trying. Right then, a random salty fish drops from the sky, pointing the way. He looks up
and sees his homies hanging up high like sad pinatas.
But they're way too high up. No matter how much he jumps, he can't reach him. Farmer's like, yo, hang tight, I'll figure this out. And he dips to find a plan, passing a tree stump.
He spots a shiny iron axe, looking real familiar. His spidey senses start tingling. Something bad's brewing, he can feel it. Up ahead, there's a campfire glowing. Probably those sketchy dudes again.
He creeps up to the fire. And yup, it's the Axe's owner, a pillager squad.
They've set up camp like it's a villain Airbnb. The pillager captain rolls up and lays out tonight's evil plan. Boys, we're going all in to wipe out those children of the forest.
First step, find a way
to torch their weird gray-white life tree. Their big brain move set it on fire. No tree surviving a BBQ like that. They start yeeting flaming arrows into the forest, and soon it's a full-on blaze.
The whole forest is lit up like a nether portal as the flames rage on. The life tree's core finally shows up. Captain's like, yo, go smash that thing. So they rush in and start hacking at the core like it's a peanutter.
That core's the children of the forest's weak spot. They ain't going down without a fight though. Their skin's tougher than a diamond pickaxe. Even sharp axes can't scratch him.
And they laugh at fire like it's a warm hug. Their only weakness? The life core tied to each one of them. Pillager Captain grabs the best axe and goes to town on that core. He yeets it and crushes it like a rotten potato. The child of the forest linked to it, poof, gone before they can even rage quit. Using this hack, they keep smashing cores, dropping children of the forest left and right. With this strat, they keep swinging axes, popping those exposed cores like bubble wrap. In just a few minutes,
pillagers be charging in, singing their war anthem like total bosses. They yeeted a ton of forest kids into the next dimension. Meanwhile, over at Villager Central, a freaking forest fire's about to BBQ this dude's toes. So he panic grabs pumpkins and watermelons. using that juicy goodness to yeet the fire away. The forest kids are peeping this like, yo, what's this sorcery? They clock the village and think villagers might just have the fire snuffing cheat code. So one sneaks up behind a villager like a ninja and straight up waves a white flag of yo. We cool, bro. Then pitches a team up to clap those pillagers. Like, let's squad up and dunk on him. The big-hearted villager ain't holding grudges, shakes hands and says, bet, let's do this. Cause you know, enemy of my enemy is my newbie FF. Villager whips out paper and scribbles a fire-deucin' master plan like a pro. Forest kid sees it and is like, brr, this is genius. To keep the plan poppin'.
They yeet the kidnapped villagers free like, go, homies. Farmer dude spills the tea on the whole sitch. And the other villagers are like, we in, fam. They ready to throw hands with them pillagers. So with the forest kids back up, 3 villagers get yeeted to the treetops. Right when a pillager is about to grief the life core like a noob. Bam, a bucket of cold water splashes from above. Villagers pop off on the treetops, chucking random junk like pros. Bonking pillagers' heads like it's a carnival game.
Pillagers are like, 8, we out, and pause their griefin'. Ski-daddling real quick. But to really break their spirits, villagers go full galaxy brain, crafting a spooky ghost face out of food, like a legit creepy food mask. Then they dangle it with a fishing rod,
Zooping it past the pillagers like a jump scare. Unknown stuff always freaks peeps out, am I right? If your carrots grew a ghost face, you'd sprint away like these pillagers. They're booking it, scared silly. Even the pillager boss gets spooked and dips with the crew. He's out here running too. But just when the forest kids and villagers think it's game over, the pillager boss hears a villager's hum in the distance. He yeets a hold up to his goons, snatches a blazon arrow from one, and yeets it at the treetops. Flamin' chaos lights up the villagers hiding up there. Pillagers are like, oh snap, we got pranked. They realize it was all a villager troll job.
Pissed they got bamboozled, they charge back like, round 2, baby. To keep the villagers safe, forest kids swoop in all heroic and yeet the villagers to safety.
But this time, pillager boss ain't chassin'. He's got his eyes on them immobile tree cores.
Smash those and the forest kids are toast. 1 core down, 1 forest kid gone. Meanwhile, the forest kids drag the villagers to a magic barrier.
For them, it's an invisible wall they can't yeet through.
No matter if it's solo or with a squad, they're stuck like pigs in a pen. Forest kid yeets the farmer past the barrier. Like, go, bro, save yourself with the homies. But like always,
Farmer's too soft for that. He can't just watch. His tree bros get griefed by pillagers, watching his pals struggle in agony. Suddenly, dude finds some epic courage from nowhere. He's like, screw danger, flails his arms like a madman, and yanks out his only iron tool from his inventory. Face all snarly, he charges the pillager boss, looking like a total savage. The vibe's so intense. Pillager boss takes 2 steps back like, whoa, chill. But then farmer sees the boss's axe. And suddenly he's like, 8, I'm good. He dips while pillagers laugh their butts off. But pillager boss would never guess. This was just the villager's fake-out plan. He starts sprinkling bone meal all over the life core like it's plant steroids.
next sec, the tree's growing like crazy.
And the forest kid tied to it balloons up to a freaking giant, like a 100-meter tall beast. Pillagers ain't never seen a mob this huge. Every step's an earthquake, shacking the whole dang server. 1 casual swipe, and pillagers get yeeted in bulk. But this pillager boss ain't just some random griefer. He's got a plan to clap back, and now he's not even scared no more.
Dodging attacks with pro parkour moves. He's leaping like a madman and lands on the forest kid's shoulder. All he's gotta do is time it right
And smash that life core to take down this mega mob. His plan's straight up perfect. But farmer ain't no noob. He eats a pile of bone meal at the right moment. The branches go turbo growth, and the vines snatch the pillager boss tight. Them branches got him trapped like a fly in a web. No matter how OP he is, he's got 0 moves left to pull. All he can do is eat.
The forest kid's ultimate yeet punishment, chucked straight into the starry void. In the end, it's a world where only pillagers get wrecked.
Villagers, with their guts and kindness, become total brothers with the forest kids. But then, 2 random players crash the party. This time, someone's got the villagers back. Forest kid yeets up and hangs them upside down, shacking out all their stolen village wood. Villagers snag their stuff back, and the players get stuffed back into their cave by the forest kid, sent right back where they came from. With their new forest kid bond, the forest kids become the village's epic new guardian gods.